Good evening. Can you hear me okay in the back? Okay. Graduates, you may be seated. To start off this evening, I'm going to introduce President Karen Normandin.
Thank you so much. It is such an honor to be here this evening and to welcome you here to Kennebec Valley Community College. And thank you for joining us for the pinning ceremonies for the class of 2026. This evening is more than a ceremony. It is a meaningful milestone that represents countless hours of study, clinical experiences, sacrifice, and determination. Each of you has a story. Why you came to this nursing program, moments that challenged you, and people who supported you along the way. I've had the privilege of witnessing many of those moments, seeing you grow in confidence, support one another, and rise to meet the challenges of this program. It has been inspiring to watch you become not just skilled students, but compassionate caregivers. As you move forward into the nursing profession, remember that you carry with you not only knowledge and clinical skills, but also compassion, integrity, and the ability to make a profound difference in the lives that you serve. Go forward with confidence, lead with kindness, and never forget the impact that you have on every patient and every family that you serve. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, President Normandin. Good evening. My name's Christina LaChance, and I have had the great honor of serving as the department chairperson of the nursing program and working with all of the graduates over their 2 years with us. So I do want to welcome you tonight. We'll be talking a little bit about the pinning ceremony, why we're here tonight. I so appreciate everyone coming out on this rainy night. I know this isn't the May weather we were hoping for. But tonight we gather not only to celebrate academic achievement, but to recognize this profound transformation. Each of the graduates has answered a calling, one rooted in compassion, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to the care of others. You'll hear a lot of the same words tonight, because there are some key components to being a nurse and just qualities that a nurse brings to the table. This evening's more than a celebration. The nursing pinning ceremony marks a profound passage, one that connects the past, the present, and the future of our profession. Now, sorry graduates, but you know that the faculty always provides you an orientation to any activity, and we encourage you to understand the why of everything that you do. So why would tonight be any different? So in no particular order, I'm going to orient you to the primary events of the evening, starting with a little history. The nursing pinning ceremony is a cherished tradition marking the transition from student to professional nurse, with roots initially going as far back as the 12th century. But it really took hold during the Florence Nightingale era in the 1860s. For those who may not know, Florence Nightingale is the founder of modern nursing. She was called the Lady with the Lamp, because she tirelessly patrolled the wards of injured soldiers at night with a lantern during the Crimean War back in the 1850s. Her compassionate, solitary rounds ensured wounded men were comforted, making her a symbol of hope. This evening, we will have the lighting of the lamps. This tradition is to honor Florence Nightingale's legacy, representing the caring and compassion that nurses provide to patients. Towards the end of the ceremony this evening, the graduates will recite the modern Nightingale Pledge. And in doing so, we will invite all nurses in attendance to say the pledge with us. This tradition is the affirming of ethical practice and commitment to patient care. Florence Nightingale awarded medals of excellence to her hardest working nursing students, fostering the concept of a pin of excellence. By 1916, pinning ceremonies became standard in the United States, with the pin signifying the completion of educational requirements. The pin you will receive this evening is not simply a symbol of your education. It is certainly not just a piece of metal either. It is a symbol rich in history when nursing first began to emerge as a respected and skilled profession. Long before degrees were conferred, pins were given as a mark of readiness and a sign that a nurse had demonstrated not only knowledge, but character, compassion, and commitment. Each of you has earned this pin through immense determination, painstaking sacrifice, and a mountain of resilience. You've studied tirelessly, you've practiced diligently, and despite the stress, and we know the exhaustion, you cared deeply. You have most definitely faced moments of doubt and uncertainty, yet you continued to find your way forward. That perseverance is now woven into the meaning of this ceremony and to your pin. But the pin represents more than what you've accomplished. It represents what you are becoming. It's a reminder that nursing is not just a career, but a calling. It is the quiet presence at the bedside. It's the advocate who speaks for the patient who cannot. It's the steady hand in those moments of crisis. And it's the compassionate voice in those times of fear. It's both a science and an art of humanity, of skill and empathy, and knowledge, and certainly of heart. When you wear your pin, you carry with you a responsibility. The responsibility to uphold the standards of this profession, to act with integrity, and to provide care that honors and provides dignity of every person you encounter. You also carry that trust, the trust of your patients, your colleagues, and of your community. As you move forward, remember that the meaning of this pin will continue to grow with you. It will reflect every patient that you care for, every challenge you overcome, every new skill you master, and every life that you touch. It will become a symbol not just of your education, but of the impact for years to come. The pinning ceremony also connects you to something larger than yourselves. You are now part of a long lineage of nurses who have cared for others in times of illness, vulnerability, and healing. You join a profession that is grounded in that service and strengthened by compassion. So this evening, as we move through these traditions, take a moment to reflect, not only on how far you've come, the awesome responsibility that you have coming forward, but on the difference that you're about to make. Know that you carry with you the trust of a profession that holds itself to the highest standards. And know that you carry with you the legacy of this nursing program, and that your nursing faculty will always be the wind at your back, encouraging and cheering you on. On behalf of the nursing faculty, congratulations, and welcome to the profession of nursing. You can ask the graduates. Tearfulness is not usually an emotion they see from me. It's true. All right. Janelle, would you come up here for just a moment? I didn't know, but I didn't know if you wanted to say anything to Judy. Oh. And I will say something about Anne. Okay. And we'll just say something about Anne? Okay. So sorry, a little pause in the program here. So we, in the nursing program, we do this as a collective effort of many people, not just the nursing faculty, but the staff and the faculty and the administration of this college that supports our graduates in getting to us and being successful here. And so we have 2 faculty members that are retiring. One of our faculty members is a nursing faculty member. She couldn't be here with us tonight, but that is Ann Davis. Ann has served this college for 31 years as a nurse educator, and Ann is retiring.
And she was one of our teachers.
She was, yes. Can I say something about Judy?
Sure. We also have an esteemed faculty of the science department who everybody knows and everybody loves, and that's Judy Harris. Yes, nursing students have to go through A&P before they come to the nursing program, and Judy is part of the team. We love you, Judy.
Judy, truly congratulations on your retirement, and I hear that you're not totally leaving us. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you, Judy. All right, so without further ado, we have two student speakers tonight, so I'd like to introduce Casey Hayden.
Good evening, everyone. May I first start out by saying, we made it. Standing up here tonight feels a little surreal. I think I can speak for all of us when I say we're feeling a mix of pride, relief, and maybe a smidgen of leftover test anxiety. First, I want to take a moment to thank our friends, families, and loved ones. You may not have sat through our lectures or practiced head-to-toe assessments on your childhood stuffed animals, but you were there for every late night, every breakdown, and every moment we said, I don't think I can do this. And somehow you convinced us that we could. You supported us when we were exhausted, encouraged us when we doubted ourselves, and celebrated the small wins that felt huge to us. So thank you for your patience, your understanding, and for standing beside us every step of the way. To our professors, truly thank you. Nicole, who made sure we would never forget the renin-angiotensin aldosterone system. I think it's safe to say it finally clicked. And Steph, who don't know if she made it tonight, but that's okay. Steph's amazing. With the phrase that probably got us through this program, be where your feet are. I liked it so much that I put it on a Post-it note and stuck it above my desk. And honestly, it helped more than I expected. When everything felt overwhelming, it reminded me to slow down and focus on what was right in front of me. And somehow, one step at a time, we made it through. Janelle, who could incorporate a music or movie reference just into about any lecture, reminding us that even in the middle of chaos, there's always a little room for joy. And Anne, who is not with us unfortunately tonight, but who made absolute sure that no one in this room would ever forget to massage the fundus first. In all seriousness though, we truly could not have asked for a better group of instructors during our time here at KVCC. You didn't just teach us how to pass exams or perform skills. You showed us how to care, how to think critically, and how to be present with another human in moments that truly matter. And that brings me to something that I think we've all come to understand. Nursing isn't only about skills or checklists or getting the right answer on the exam. It's about the people. It's about being there during some of the most vulnerable, uncertain, and sometimes frightening moments in someone's life, and recognizing that what they need most isn't always something you can chart. Sometimes it's a smile, sometimes it's sitting in silence, sometimes it's advocating for them when they don't have the strength or the voice to do it themselves. And sometimes it's the small things, helping someone sit in a chair, taking an extra moment to listen, adjusting a pillow, dimming a light, simply being present. Be where your feet are. Things that might seem small to us, but can mean everything to someone else. And I think this idea has been around in nursing longer than any of us. Dorothea Dix, who dedicated her life to improving the care for others, once said, "What greater bliss than to look back on days spent in usefulness and doing good to those around us?" And I think that speaks directly to what nursing truly is. At the end of the day, it's not about perfection. It's not about always having the right answer. It's about showing up. It's about doing good, however that may look in the moment. And it's about using the skills we've learned here to make even the smallest difference in someone's life. To my classmates, we started this journey as strangers, walking into the first day, not really knowing what we signed up for, trying to figure out where to sit, what was happening, and quietly hoping that someone else was just as confused. We quickly learned that nursing school isn't just hard, it's relentless. But eventually things started to come together. Skills that once felt intimidating became familiar. Moments that once felt overwhelming became manageable. And slowly, without realizing it, we started thinking like nurses. This journey hasn't been easy, but it has been meaningful in ways that will stay with us forever. It has changed how we think, how we see the world, and how we care for others. And maybe most importantly, it has shown us who we are. As we move forward in the next chapter, I hope we carry that with us. Not just the knowledge, not just the skills, but the compassion, the patience, the ability to truly see another person. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters most. I recently heard someone say, "Reach for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land in the stars." This really resonated with me. We didn't always get it right. We didn't always feel confident, but we kept showing up. We kept trying, and we kept reaching. And look where we are now. So to my classmates, congratulations. To our professors, thank you guys. And to everyone who supported us along the way, we are so incredibly grateful. My friends, we did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey. And I think I can speak on behalf of all of the faculty that it's been our absolute honor. And next, we have our second student speaker, Ruthie Henderson.
Thank you all for joining us on such an important night. And guys, can you believe we did it? How far we have all come from that first day of lecture, 56 deep, and the quiet so deafening. I remember being told to look around, that these were the faces of the only other people who would truly understand what we were going through as we made our way through this incredibly challenging program, and that we would all be so close by the end of this. We are all so different, such a wide range of ages, different backgrounds, and life experiences. Those first few lectures were so awkward, I don't think I believed it then, but those words couldn't have been any more true. It's no secret how difficult nursing school is. I questioned myself and put off applying for years before making what seemed at the time like a spur-of-the-moment decision. I questioned myself after being accepted and when I moved from the 7th position of the wait list to getting to start the program on time. And even more so during that first day when Christina went over the syllabus for the semester, including the difference between unit outlines and focus sheets, bright space, clinicals, lecture expectations, tickets to class, simulation experiences, and lab. I continued to question how I would keep the schedule and all the due dates straight while still being a mom to my girls and making an income to maintain the bills. I'll never forget the day of our first skills test in first semester, sterile technique. You would randomly draw one of 3 skills, tracheostomy care, wound care, or Foley catheter insertion, and along with it, a random assignment of an instructor you would be paired up with one-on-one, but no pressure, to be assessed pass or fail. I walked into the sim lab having drawn none other than the nursing department chair, Christina, hands shaking and tears welling. After getting through all the procedural instructions, she looked at me dead in my eyes and my fear palpable and told me, "Ruthie, you've got this, don't worry." And I took a deep breath and I told myself she was right. I think that was probably the first time I realized maybe everything would be okay. There were so many unforgettable firsts that semester, like the first day of lab when we again randomly drew partners to practice brushing someone else's teeth. Even as a mom with lots of practice time, nothing prepares you for how awkward that is on a classmate you just met. I'll never forget the enthusiasm Janelle had when there weren't enough students to pair up and hilariously let a classmate brush her teeth while we all looked on laughing as she never missed a beat and continued talking on the whole way through, even with toothpaste running down her face. The first day of clinical ever just so happened to be my birthday, and my only wish was for my assigned patient to just be nice. Upon arriving to the unit, the nurse introduced me and said I would be his student nurse for the day. To which he replied, "No, she won't." Needless to say, I was not, in fact, his nurse that day. I am happy to say that is the only patient who ever rejected me as a student, even if a few definitely made me work for it. I learned so much from clinical, of course, about skills and documenting and all the important stuff, but also so much about who I want to be as a nurse and exactly the kind of nurse I don't want to be. I will never look down on student nurses or partake in the idea of nurses eating their young. I will never rush a student nurse or new grad I am precepting to slam an IV push medication at a dangerous rate. I will not become complacent, and I will definitely not illegally document assessments or care that was never done. I will speak up and use my voice when staffing is inadequate or patient assignments are unsafe, and I will exemplify the type of behavior I wish to see in others in hopes of shifting unit culture. You know, it's funny, I always knew how much I cared about people and always looked for ways I could help, but coming into this program I had zero intention to be anything other than an aesthetics nurse. I came into this program as a licensed cosmetologist wanting to expand my services, and unfortunately nursing school was the only way to provide Botox and facial filler. A handful of weeks into the program and I realized how much I truly enjoy it. A semester in and I realized how passionate I am about it and decided these 2 short yet incredibly long years were just the first stepping stone in what was about to be a long but rewarding process. I stand here today with plans of achieving my bachelor's, then master's, and becoming an advanced practice nurse. I can attribute all of that to the incredible learning environment that was provided here and the stellar nursing staff involved in curating that incredible learning environment. We have learned so much from this faculty, from Steph's pre-exam pep talks and guided relaxation techniques, to Nicole's hilarious but yet so serious rants about so many things, like the absolute coolness of the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, and that stool should be soft and snake-like, chocolate bars with no nuts, or how to provide pulmonary toileting or wean screens. And wash your hands, no smoking. Your stethoscope is not a trendy accessory, it is a life-saving tool. Use it. And we can never forget about how heart failure is like that one pair of floppy, stretched out underwear we've all kept too long and probably need to get rid of. Seriously though, the passion and veracity exemplified by the nursing faculty have molded me so deeply as a hopeful new nurse. And because of you all, I will forever strive to be an agent of change and create an environment that no longer tolerates that terrible nurses eating their young attitude. I know my classmates and I will be thinking back to conversations we had with you all in lecture and in clinical when it comes to doing hard things and having hard conversations in nursing practice, whether with patients or coworkers, and I will forever think of the way that I looked up to you all throughout this process, reminding myself of all the things I saw in you that inspired me to want to be the kind of nurses you are. And I'm a wicked crier, so I'm going to take a second. As much as this program has taught us about skills and concepts, pathophysiology and pharmacology, I think my biggest takeaway has been about our duty as nurses. We are advocates who speak up even when it's hard. We are agents of change who model the behaviors that exemplify what it means to be a stellar nurse, and who make it cool to be passionate, even if it might be a little nerdy. Florence Nightingale said many things well, and certainly much better than we have the time for me to try to convey today in my own words. So I would like to share a few of her quotes with you all. She said, "I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuses." So be accountable and hold others accountable as well. She said, "Let whoever is in charge keep this simple question in her head. Not, how can I always do this right thing myself, but how can I provide for this right thing to always be done? So be an agent of change and truly make an impact on this world." And lastly, she said, "Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives." On behalf of my nursing class, I would like to thank you all for coming and joining us today. Being successful in nursing school really takes a village. We've been so blessed to have you all cheering us on and understanding when we've had to say no or sit something out. And to my nursing class, as excited as I am to walk that stage with you in just 3 more days, I'm equally as devastated knowing that this is the end of an era. It has been a true honor and pleasure to have spent the last 2 years with you all, and the thought of not being together between 2 and 5 times a week almost makes me want to rewind. Almost. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruthie. And as I said after Casey spoke, it's been our absolute honor to be a part of your nursing education journey. And this is a special cohort, and we are sad to see you go. But we're so excited for what we are helping to send out into the world of nursing. And we're just so excited to have been just even a small part of it. All right. Well done, both of you. I'd like to introduce Therese McCarthy. Therese graduated from KVCC in 2011 and began her nursing career working as an inpatient mental health nurse at Maine General Medical Center. She earned her bachelor's degree in nursing in 2017 and became a certified psychiatric mental health nurse that same year. She continued her nursing career working as a med-surg nurse for about a year before starting her teaching career here at KVCC in the nursing program. She earned her master's degree in 2021 and continued working at KVCC as a nursing faculty, taking on an adjunct role for us in 2025 after she left us full-time to go pursue her nurse practitioner degree. Therese has now obtained her psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner postmaster's certificate, that's a mouthful, and she is now working as a psychiatric nurse practitioner. Without further ado, Therese McCarthy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening, friends and family of the 2026 KVCC Nursing Program graduates. It is an honor to be here before you this evening and an honor to stand before this group of passionate, ambitious individuals. 15 years ago, I was preparing to graduate from KVCC's nursing program. It was the end of a journey that I will simultaneously be thankful to have done and thankful to never have to do again. To this very day, when asked about my most difficult accomplishments and achievements, I am most proud of my response to be graduating from KVCC's nursing program. The unique demands of this challenging program are equated to something that I can't even quite put into words. For lack of better words, if you know, you know. As I prepared to write this speech tonight, I thought to myself, what would be the most valuable sentiments for these new graduates to hear as they become nurses in a few short weeks? I want you to know that I considered using ChatGPT for this and said to myself, you know what? No. The students and guests tonight are going to get the raw, unfiltered, un-AI version of whatever it is I'm about to say. So that being said, a true fashion, right? That being said, please know that these words come from my heart and experiences as a nurse with all of their imperfections. Without further delay, here are the top things I've learned as a nurse so far. Number one, as the wonderful former KVCC nursing department chairperson Marsha Parker taught me during my first year as a nurse educator, it's good enough. As I sat down to write my first lecture several years ago, I critiqued every minuscule detail of each slide of my PowerPoint presentation. I wanted to make sure no detail went missing and no typo was overlooked. Everything had to be perfect. I vividly remember frantically scrambling in the office, and she came up to me and gently put her hand on my shoulder and said, "Therese, how long have you been working on this?" And I said, "Way too long." She said, "Can I give you some advice?" "Of course," I said. "It's good enough. Work on these lectures for a little while, but at some point you must tell yourself, it's good enough. There will always be next year to improve on what you've done this year. And there will always be things that you learn." It was from that moment on that I embraced the sentiment, it's good enough. As a new graduate nurse, you will find yourself fussing over perfectionism. You will question your work, and whatever field you find yourself in, just know that there will be times that you'll feel as though you haven't done enough. If you are showing up every day, giving your best every day, and remember, there are no two bests, they're all different, then you've done enough. Try not to get caught up on the idea of perfectionism. Know that your best is always good enough. Number two, trust yourself in what you know. So many times while I was in the nursing program at KVCC, I doubted myself. Sometimes the doubt shifted from one patient to another, waves of confidence and lack thereof that wash over you, sometimes almost feeling like you can't catch your breath. That's when you know you need to take one. When those doubts creep in, take a moment, take a breath, and trust your gut. As a graduate of this program myself and a former faculty in this program, I can say with confidence that you have been prepared more than adequately to enter this profession as a new graduate nurse. Believe in yourself and what you know and have learned, and trust me, it's a lot. Number three, Trust yourself in what you don't know. Don't ever, ever be afraid to ask for help. Ask for clarification. Ask another nurse to look over a questionable order or run a scenario by a colleague, and be open to other perspectives. Use your resources. Speak to your mentors. The most dangerous nurses are the nurses who think they know it all. Always remember that there is weakness in believing you are all-knowing, and there is strength in knowing that you aren't. Number 4, have some fun. Whenever you can, take a minute to share a laugh with a colleague. Find humor in something that you do. Yesterday, I was in an integrated PMH&P behavioral health meeting, and after numerous attempts to get the technology to function properly, we all finally got logged in. Once there, our supervising psychiatrist couldn't hear us, and it was obvious that he was on the phone with someone and it was repeating the message over and over. He couldn't hear us telling him, "Your phone is on." And it was just an awkward silence that we kind of sat with for a moment. A colleague and I messaged about it after. "I needed that laugh today," she said, as did I. Find appropriate humor whenever you can, wherever you can. The work can be draining, emotionally, physically, and mentally. Do not let this work consume you. Always stay close to your sense of humor. Number 5, never stop learning. I know. Listen, I've been in that seat. I vividly remember being on the cusp of graduation, contemplating either burning every nursing book I ever owned or keeping them forever as a reminder of the traumatic past that I never wanted to experience again. If you're curious, the first option was the one I was leaning toward, but I ended up choosing the second. And to this very day, I have kept every one of my nursing folders from nursing school. Yes, 15 years. All printed, all outdated material and all, yep. Some of you will go back to school, pursuing a bachelor's degree, master's, or even doctoral degrees. I respect it. Some of you will choose to take a little bit of time off and return to school eventually. I also respect it. For some of you, perhaps returning to college is not an option or something you wish to pursue. I also respect that. But regardless of the path you choose, know that becoming a nurse is making the commitment to lifelong learning. This might look like joining a committee at your place of employment. It might mean making contributions on a larger scale, such as joining a national nursing organization. Lifelong learning is a unique path for everyone. Just be sure it is included as part of your path. Number 6, build up the nursing profession when you can. When you venture out to start your own career, know with every move you make, you are representing a highly respected profession. Be a role model to those around you. Be the kind nurse, the knowledgeable nurse, the nurse who values teamwork and collaboration. The future of the nursing profession is counting on you to give back to the profession and dedicate part of your career to its growth. Number 7, hold on to the memories that remind you why you do what you do. There will be some patient encounters that you are thankful you will never have to repeat, and there are other encounters that you will have that you will never forget for the rest of your life. Hold these memories close and reflect back on them when you need a reminder on difficult days. Store these memories in a mental box that you can access regularly during difficult times and challenges faced when working. There will be some days that will leave you questioning all of your life choices, especially why you chose this career path. Retrieve that mental box and reflect on those memories that remind you why you are where you are and why you do what you do. Number 8, don't let stagnation creep in. One of the coolest things about this profession is that you can always find a new passion in nursing, a new interest. Personally, I did things a little outside of the ordinary. Shocking, I know, for some of you who know me. After 6 years of strictly working as a mental health nurse, I was able to successfully adapt to the busy med-surg environment. It was tough. I will not lie to you, but it strengthened me in ways that I will be forever thankful for. The point is, you are responsible for preventing your own stagnation, nobody else. Take that responsibility with great seriousness. Burnout in this profession is a real thing, and it takes real dedication and continuous introspection to prevent it. Number 9, add a piece of you into every interaction. Remember genuineness. Nursing is both an art and a science, and you are the art. Patients will appreciate your authenticity as long as it is genuine and kind. Don't tower over patients, but meet them where they are at. Let them know with your presence and your eye contact that you are deeply committed. Be objective whenever possible, avoiding judgment. Search for the explanation, not the excuse, and you will naturally become authentic with your patients. As Lila Finlay taught me, and from the work of Carl Rogers, practice unconditional positive regard above all else. And lastly, number 10, remember where you came from. When I tell you I still remember the random day working as a newly graduated nurse, seeing students come onto the floor thinking, how is this possible? I was just them. It comes so much quicker than you think. One day you are nearing graduation, the next day you are working alongside the student as the primary nurse. Feelings of pure accomplishment and pure terror, they're very real. Feel them. Always find a way to relate to that frazzled, stressed, vulnerable student who you once were. Reach out the caring hand. One of the biggest threats to this profession is the nurse who forgets where they came from. Be the nurse who the student can count on to be a soft place to land. Let them know nursing school will be one of the hardest things you will ever endeavor, but you've totally got this. And with that, my departing message to you, friends and family, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I know I speak on behalf of the entire faculty here today and nursing students alike. Thank you for your unwavering support and love that you gave to these students to support them on their journey. They will forever be thankful for the love and support you provided them. Thank you for being here today, showing your support and sharing this special evening with them. To the 2026 KVCC nursing graduates, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for believing in yourself, for pushing yourself when there were times where you undoubtedly questioned your own abilities. Thank you for never giving up, for setting goals and now achieving goals. I and the faculty here today are proud of you beyond words. Congratulations, and go make us proud.
Thank you, Therese. I'm going to ask Nicole Hernandez and Janelle Peck to come up. This next part will be the presentation of the nursing pins.
Mackenzie Baker, pinned by Kate Tibbetts. Thank you to everyone in my life who made these last 2 years possible. Kate, thank you for being my rock through this process and taking countless days off work to be with our boys. Thank you, Dad, for arranging your work schedule to take care of my babies. Thank you, Mom, Julia, and Karen, for keeping my head above water these last 2 years. And thank you to my sons for being the inspiration that landed me in the program in the first place. I am forever grateful.
Amber Bean, pinned by Matt Amadeo. I started this journey for myself with the love and support of my husband, Matt. 2 awesome kids later, and instead of doing this for myself, it shifted to doing this for my family. And instead of having just Matt supporting me, I had his mom as well. Nancy eased the burden of balancing parenthood and student life so I could make it to this end goal without being sure I was a terrible student or terrible mom. Thank you, Matt, for believing in me and reminding me that I am smart when I just wanted to cry.
Sorry, I got distracted by the cuteness. Ella Bernier, pinned by Matthew Bernier. This journey through nursing school has been challenging, but thanks to my family and friends, it has never been one I walked alone. I cannot express enough how grateful I am for everyone's support. It was the phone calls, the I'm proud of yous, the encouragement and the listening ears that helped me push the extra mile on the toughest days. Thank you to my classmates, friends, parents, grandparents, and thank you to my brothers for being my best friends and built-in unwavering supporters.
Hannah Bradley, pinned by Alicia Reed and Jacob Bickford. Since I was a little girl, my brother and sister have been my greatest motivators, protectors, and role models. They have helped shape me into the person I am today. Having them pin me in memory of our dad means the absolute world to me. To the girls I met along the way, thank you for getting me through some of the most challenging and vulnerable moments of my life. To my family and friends, thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement. I truly would not be where I am today without all of you. Much love, always.
Lisa Bucher, pinned by Dory Sheets and Ellie Bucher. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude for my family's unwavering support throughout nursing school. I am so lucky to have you all. Thank you for helping me balance studies, childcare, and life. To my mom, who taught me that giving up is never an option. Your resilience and strength have been my foundation. To my daughter Ellie, you're my inspiration to push forward, do more, and be my best self. Everything I do is for you. This achievement is a testament to the love and support from you all. Thank you for being my rock.
Ashley Cates, pinned by Alex Richard. Thank you to my family and friends for your endless support, for always answering my phone calls, and for understanding my absence over the past 2 years. And thank you to Alex, my biggest supporter. I could not have done this without your unwavering support, your willingness to be my practice patient, and in dealing with my pre-exam panic. I would not have made it through without your humor and your ability to keep me somewhat sane through it all. And thank you does not feel like enough, but I hope you all know how much it meant to me.
Miranda Colfer, pinned by Brandon Allen. Thank you to my family for believing in me, especially when I struggled to believe in myself. This achievement has been a long time coming, and I wouldn't be here without your constant love and support. It means everything to me. To my fiance, Brandon, thank you for standing by me through it all, lifting me up on the hard days, celebrating every small win, and loving me through every I can't, I have to study. You've been my rock, and Chummy, my loyal study buddy, you've been there through it all. I'm so grateful for all of you. Here's to the next chapter.
Brittany Cody, pinned by Nick and Kinsley Cody. This moment is one I've waited for so long. I want to thank my husband for his unwavering support over the past 2 years. This wouldn't have been possible without you. To my daughter, my why, thank you for giving me the strength to keep going, even on the hardest days. To my family and friends, thank you for always believing in me. I couldn't have done it without any of you. Thank you.
Leah Cromit, pinned by Amy Cromit. I want to thank those who stood by me during the most challenging and rewarding season of my life. To my parents, sisters, brother-in-law, and niece, thank you for being my support system, listening when I needed it, and reminding me of my strength. To my best friend, Katrina, thank you for sticking by my side through every high and low, even the I'm dropping out moments. I truly would not be standing here today without all of you, and for that, I am forever grateful.
Molly Delgallo, pinned by Adam and Lena Delgallo. I'd like to thank my family for all their love and support, particularly my husband Adam for supporting me during this journey. As far as partners go, he was the true MVP these last 2 years. I would not be standing here today without him. I'd also like to give a special shout out to my little Lena girl for keeping me grounded, sometimes quite literally, and reminding me to sit down, breathe, and appreciate the beautiful life God has blessed me with.
Erin Dakota, pinned by Crystal Garrett, RN. To my mom, my husband, my girls, my sister, and my nieces, thank you for being the heart of my journey. Mom, your strength and guidance have shaped who I am. To my husband, thank you for your patience, love, and constant belief in me. My girls, you are my motivation and the reason I push forward. To my sister and my nieces, your encouragement and joy have lifted me through even the hardest days. This milestone belongs to all of us. Your love has carried me here, and I am so grateful to share this meaningful moment with you today.
Shaylee Fisher, pinned by Nathan Buck. This journey through school has been extremely difficult, yet such a rewarding experience. Thank you to my partner, Nathan. I am beyond grateful for your endless support and encouragement. You have kept me grounded. For my family, thank you for always pushing me to succeed. You have all provided lessons on perseverance and the value of doing work that you're proud of. I also want to give a large thank you to those whom I formed friendships with throughout this journey. I couldn't have done it without you.
Peyton Gogan, pinned by Conlon Southwick. Thank you, Conlon, for your unwavering love and sacrifices you've made to ensure my success. All the times you brought me back to the present reminded me how lucky I am to have you. Thank you, clinical buddies, for memorable clinicals. You are all so clever and caring and will make stellar nurses. Lastly, thank you to those who took the time to understand why I poured my heart and soul into this year. This was not just for me, but for my dad. One final thing, C's don't get degrees, they get emotional breakdowns and stomach aches.
Naya Gunst, pinned by Jesse Poulin. Today marks not just the end of a journey, but the beginning of a purpose. Nursing school challenged me in ways I never expected, shaping me into someone stronger, more compassionate, and more resilient. None of this would have been possible without my family. Thank you for your endless love, patience, and support through every late night, stressful moment and doubt I faced. And honestly, if it weren't for the caffeine and my own determination, this moment wouldn't be possible. Every obstacle I faced only made me stronger, and I carried those lessons with me as I move forward.
Sophie Hallett, pinned by Perilee Burbank. First and foremost, without my grandparents, none of this would have ever been possible. I would also like to thank my sweet brother John for always having my back. The biggest and most important thank you of all, though, goes to my amazing mom. Everything I've accomplished is from the values she instilled in me. She pushed me when I needed it, became the safest shoulder to cry on, and never ever stopped cheering me on. Thank you for everything, Mom. This one's for me, but it's also for you.
Charlotte Hands, pinned by Angela Pike, RN. I want to take this time to say thank you to the people who supported me through this journey in ways both seen and unseen. First, to my mom, whose strength and compassion have inspired me every step of the way. To my dad and stepmom for their guidance and positivity. To Claire, Daphne, and Braden for their patience, honesty, and constant encouragement. And to a friend who reminded me of my purpose when I needed it most. Your impact is heavily woven into this achievement.
Casey Hayden, pinned by Alana Orcutt. I'd like to thank my family and friends for sticking with me through the growing pains and chaos of nursing school. I truly did get by with a little help from my friends. I couldn't have done it without you. A special thank you to my partner Alana for supporting me in every way possible. This journey had its challenges, but your encouragement was the light that guided me here.
Lucille Heath, pinned by Joe Eppinger. I feel incredibly grateful for my family, friends, and coworkers who believed in me, supported me, and encouraged me throughout this journey, even when it was difficult to believe in myself. This has been a humbling experience, and although challenging, it has shaped me into a stronger and better person. I will never forget the friendships I've built along the way and those who were there for me when I needed it most.
Ruthie Henderson, pinned by Sigrid Henderson, RN. I would like to thank my family for always supporting me in anything I do, but especially my mom. You have gone above and beyond the expectation of what most people would do for their kids, and I could not have done this without you. You created an environment for me to be successful in this endeavor as a single mom, but you have also greatly influenced who I am as a human, a mom to my girls, and who I will be in my nursing practice. Thank you endlessly. I love you to the moon and back.
Melanie Hughes, pinned by Chrissy Hughes. Hello, friends. I give all my thanks to my people. Your belief in me never wavered, even when mine did. Mom, your love, grace, and support carried me through every challenge. You have shown me what it means to care deeply and never give up. This achievement is not mine alone. It belongs to all of you who stood beside me every step of the way. I am honored to be pinned by my mom and walk into this next chapter, not alone, but as a living reflection of the love and strength that carried me here.
Desiree Kelly, pinned by Connor Kelly and Hallie Luber. Mom, thank you for your constant support, encouragement, and for always believing in me. Even when I doubted myself, to my husband, your patience, sacrifice, and unwavering support have carried me through my toughest days, reminding me I'm never alone. To my son, you remind me who is watching and are one of my reasons to keep pushing forward, becoming better every day. Nursing school is one of the hardest journeys I've embarked on. Knowing I have everyone's support was my strength when I was weak. I'm so grateful for each of you and everything you've done to support me.
Nora McMahon, pinned by Emma McMahon. Thank you so much for always pushing me to be the best and reminding me it will all be okay during the hard days. You have always been my biggest supporter, even when I was really mean to you. When we were little, you gave me your iPod very unwillingly when mine got taken, and now I'm giving you this pin to welcome me into the next stage of life. Love you always.
That's pretty cool. Emma Marble, pinned by Susan Marble. My mom, thank you for being my rock, my shoulder to cry on, and my biggest cheerleader. You've lifted me up on my hardest days, spent countless hours studying with me, and believed in me even when I struggled to believe in myself. There is no one quite like you. I praise the Lord for guiding my path, giving me strength, and never letting me feel alone in this season of life. Without His love, I wouldn't be where I am today. Every closed door was redirection, every failure was preparation, and every blessing is a reflection of His perfect timing.
Hannah McBriarty Fry, pinned by John Fry. I would like to start by thanking my friends and family, and a special thanks to my fiance and his family. Most importantly, a special thanks to the person who inspires me the most, my dad. He is the one who motivates and pushes me to reach my fullest potential each and every day. He is the strongest and most considerate individual I know. I am beyond grateful for his support and guidance throughout this chapter.
Katrina McIntosh, pinned by Craig Jackson. I want to thank my dad for showing me what hard work and determination can achieve, and for always being a positive voice in my life. To my best friend Leah, I truly couldn't have done this without you. You've been my motivation and lifesaver through it all. And to my boyfriend, thank you for your constant support, for believing in me when I didn't, and for handling all the pre-exam stress and mood swings like a champ. I'm so grateful for you all.
Grace McNally, pinned by Derek Eddy. Thank you to my partner for all the surprises, weekend adventures, and supporting me through the highs and lows. That one time you drove an hour and a half to deliver me my scrubs so I wouldn't have to make that drive the morning of clinical was pretty dang awesome. To my classmates, I think I would have cried more than laughed without all of you. So thank you for that and helping make these past 2 years such a memorable and, dare I say, enjoyable experience. To my mom, dad, and sister, your ongoing support means everything to me.
Kim Millett, pinned by Naomi and Levi Millett. Today, I stand here as a graduate RN, deeply grateful for the journey that brought me to this moment. These past 2 years were grounded in a lifetime of belief that began with my parents, who always reminded me that I can do hard things and to be where my feet are. To my children, Naomi and Levi, you are my why, and I hope this shows you it's never too late to follow your dreams. And to my husband, thank you for standing beside me, believing in me, and supporting me through every season of this journey.
Kate Moeller, pinned by Joan Moeller, RN, and Natalie Moeller. I would like to thank my parents for their constant support and for always pushing me to follow my dreams. To my grandparents, thank you for inspiring my interest in the medical field. Thank you to my sister for always making me laugh, checking in after long clinical days, and for being my built-in best friend. And to Kate and Emma, thank you for being by my side every step of the way, for the laughter, support, and unforgettable memories. I wouldn't be here without all of you.
Kelsey Mashiro, pinned by Cody Gibbs. I'd like to thank my fiance, Cody, for being my constant support through every late night, early morning, and stressful exam. Your patience, encouragement, and unwavering belief in me gave me strength when I needed it most. You celebrated every small victory and reminded me not to give up during the hardest moments. This milestone would not have been possible without you by my side. Thank you for loving me, supporting my dreams, and walking beside me every step of the way. I couldn't have done this without you, and I'm so grateful to share this moment with you.
Georgia Pullen, pinned by Lona French, RN. She is honored to be pinned by her grandmother, Lona French, RN, who graduated from nursing school in 1955. Lona always reminded her how well she was doing and believed in her when she didn't believe in herself. She is deeply grateful to her family and friends for their unwavering support throughout this short but long journey. A special thank you to her mom, Laurie, and to her fiance, Ben, for supporting her physically, mentally, and financially through it all. Their love and support made this moment possible, and she will carry it into every patient she cares for.
Allie Quimby, pinned by Jacob Quimby. Thank you to my friends and family for your unconditional love and support that carried me through this journey. Through long clinicals, late night studying, stress, and self-doubt, you reminded me that I wasn't doing this alone. A special thank you to the girls in class, and especially to my husband, Jacob, who stood beside me every step of the way. From loving me as a CNA to marrying me as a first-year student, we made it. You supported me endlessly and held me close when I doubted myself. Thank you all for helping make this possible.
Cheryl Ratcliffe, pinned by Stephen Barker. The last 2 years have flown by. 4 a.m. wake-ups and midnight bedtimes. Nursing school has been a lot. ChatGPT did the math. You actually made out. You got approximately 1,344 extra hours of Fox News the last 2 years. Now, you are going to have to listen to me. In all seriousness, I truly appreciate your stable, calm, patient, and unwavering support 24/7. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, let's go racing. Thanks to Jim and Deb for working flexibility, and Essence for tolerating me with my constant questions.
Good job. Kayla Reagan, pinned by Chrissy Spears. Today, I share this moment with those who carried me through this journey. To my children, Rose and Evan, you are my reason to keep going and my greatest motivation. To my Mima, thank you for your constant support and belief in me. And to my mom, your love and guidance shaped me into the person I am becoming. This pin represents not just my journey, but all of yours. I carry your strength and love with me into this next chapter of my life.
Jasmine Sanders, pinned by Melody and Malachi Sanders. This moment feels surreal. Nursing school was anything but easy, but that makes this so much sweeter. To my children, thank you for sharing me with this dream. I am so blessed to be your mom. This is for you. To my family and friends, thank you for lifting me up on the days I didn't think I could keep going. And to my nursing girls and Jack, thank you for the study sessions turned therapy and all the laughs, because God knows if we weren't laughing, we were crying. I love you all more than words.
Mia Seda Libby, pinned by John Farrington. I never walked this path alone. My son has been my greatest motivation, giving me purpose in everything I do and pushing me to keep moving forward, even on the most challenging days. My friends have been my constant support, keeping me grounded and reminding me to stay true to myself along the way. This moment reflects not just my journey, but the people who made it possible. Every step I've taken has been shaped by their presence, encouragement, and belief in me, and I carry that with me as I move into this next chapter with resilience.
Caitlin Sousa, pinned by Riker Sousa and Carrie Medeiros, RN. I would like to thank my family for their endless love and support. My dad for watching over me throughout this journey and guiding me toward a path where I can care for others. My nursing friends for keeping me afloat and reminding me I was never alone. And my son, who is my light and my greatest joy. And of course, my mom, who is pinning me today. My greatest inspiration, whose 28 years in nursing have shaped the nurse I am becoming.
Nina Spencer, pinned by Nicholas Spencer. Thank you to my husband, my grandparents, my son, and my mother-in-law for standing by me through nursing school. Your patience, encouragement, and unwavering support carried me through the hardest days and celebrated the best ones with me. I could not have done this without your love and belief in me. This achievement is just as much yours as it is mine.
Tree Jack Trong, pinned by Judy Harris and Katie Butts Dem. This journey has tested me in ways I never imagined. As an immigrant, I carried more than textbooks. I carried my family's sacrifices, the ache of being far from home, and a desire to make a difference. There were nights filled with doubt, exhaustion, and tears, but also moments that reminded me why I began. I would not be standing here today without those who believed in me when I struggled to believe in myself. To my family, friends, and mentors, thank you for your love and strength. This achievement is not mine alone. It is a testament to resilience, sacrifice, and the power of never giving up. Today I step forward as a nurse, a promise fulfilled. Thank you.
Kira Vayu, pinned by Rhonda Kimball. I am deeply grateful to my family and friends for their unwavering support, encouragement, and belief in me throughout this journey. There were moments that tested my strength, but your love and reassurance carried me through. A special thank you to my aunt for giving me a place to call home, my grandmother for always calling after my exams, and my boyfriend for standing by me through relentless nights and weekends of studying. I could not have completed this journey without you all.
Audrey Vogt, pinned by Bonnie Knoll. There is so much I could write about this experience and this chapter of my life, and so many people who supported me through the ups and downs. I could never thank just one person. I am incredibly fortunate to have attended this program and for the memories and friendships I've gained. One thing that will always stick with me is a sane nursing school forced me to learn. Be where your feet are. Such a simple thing, yet we all hardly ever live by it. It is a gentle yet powerful reminder. Lastly, to all my classmates, congratulations.
Haley Ward, pinned by Tony Ward. To both my parents, thank you for supporting me in every way possible, answering every phone call, never knowing if I was crying, screaming, or excited, yet always guiding me. To my son Bentley, for all the soccer games I missed, my hope is that you see success as showing up, trying again, and believing in yourself even when you want to quit. Carry that with you in everything you do. Thank you, Derek, for taking on the extra parenting load when I needed it most. Your effort gave me the support I needed to succeed.
Essence Wilkins, pinned by Lexani Peasley. As I reach this moment, I want to thank my daughter, Lexani, for being my biggest reason to keep going, even on the hardest days. To my mom, Hazen, and Aunt Nancy, thank you for your love, support, and for always believing in me when I doubted myself. I would not be here without each of you. This pin represents not only my hard work, but the strength and encouragement you gave me through it all.
We will now proceed with the candle lighting ceremony.
KVCC Class of 2026 nursing graduates and any nurses in our presence tonight, please join us for a modern Nightingale pledge. I pledge myself here in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession with integrity. I will endeavor to maintain and elevate the standard of nursing, both as a science and as an art. I wholeheartedly recognize the importance of high standards of care and of personal accountability. I devote myself to the healing, protection, and welfare of those committed to my care. I accept a duty to work for the improvement of health in the communities in which I live and work. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and will respect the privacy of medical information. I will act with compassion in ethical matters. I will not knowingly administer or consume any harmful substance. I commit to interdisciplinary collaboration and lifelong learning. I fully acknowledge the seriousness of the responsibility that I accept in my calling and the significance of this pledge that I take.
Thank you all for coming this evening, and you can have them back now.